Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas at Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Back into the Morning Rush. We're brought to you by Arvest Bank.
I just finished Friday closing on my new home loan with Arvest. Did that Friday morning, got it all done, got my rate down to 3 1/8. Where are you at right now with your mortgage rate? If you haven't checked lately, now can be a time. It took me about 4 weeks to go through all the process, get it all done, but Arvest made it so easy. And your friends at Arvest Bank would love the opportunity to review your current home loan. With Arvest's competitive rates, they'll be able to lower your payment, maybe shorten the length of your loan, or do both. I cut over 5 years off my loan, and you can do the same. Arvest services 99% of the loans that they originate, so most of the time you can deal with a local branch right in your neighborhood for all your mortgage needs. Call Randy at 479-573-1127. That's 479-573-1127, or download the Home For Me app to your mobile device and search for an Arvest Home Loan Officer near you. Arvest Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, Clay, we didn't get to get you your worst of the weekend, so fire away.
Yeah, I'm going to say not having the slobber hog in the middle of the court.
That's a good one.
I mean, I get it. They put it over, a smaller version by, the Nolan Richardson Court logo thing that they built. That's good, but I don't get it why they can't have it in the middle of the court. I mean, I've not heard anybody explain to me why. And the explanation you get is that's not our brand.
Mm-hmm. Branding.
Well, it's the most loved thing associated with, the championship Razorback basketball program. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Every time I ask, they say, well, it's not our brand. Well, that just rings hollow to me.
Yeah.
I know one of them, and I'm with you. I don't understand the difference in all this copyright, trademarking, all this. I know that they've spent a lot of money copywriting the Razorback logo as we see it. That's on all the shirts and the non-slobbering hog, just the traditional running Razorback. The Slobbering Hog, I noticed on the Nolan logo yesterday, it says TM. It's trademarked. I don't know enough about the legal differences between copyrighted, registered, and trademarked, but I do know they spent a lot of money to get that done a decade or more ago, and that is their official logo. And I guess they feel like they're so far invested in that. How do you not put that in midcourt?
Well, listen, and I would even understand it if you were the Tigers, for instance, and the Tigers had and it's like, because there's so many different Tigers and you had some different logo, it's like, oh, okay, so which team is that? But you're talking about Red Razorbacks. There is only one team with that, so even if it's a different version of the look of it, people are still going to know that's the Razorbacks.
And there's the key to what you said. Different version, but same look.
Yeah.
This forward-facing hog is the dumbest thing that was ever done in the Jeff Long administration.
That's a whole nother story. We can do a whole show on that. Yeah.
It needs to be eradicated and removed from the logo inventory. This front-facing hog.
Awful.
I mean, you got the most iconic logo in maybe all of sports. I mean, iconic's maybe not the right word. Most unique logo.
So when they did that one,
that is stupid that you would even have an alternate logo when you have the most unique looking logo in all of sports.
Yeah, when they did that, I knew Jeff Long did not understand us, and I'm talking about Razorback fans or whatever,
or Kansas.
They don't get it.
Yeah,
did not get it in any fashion.
Nope.
And but I do want to say I had another best too, kind of like you guys.
Go ahead.
And the women's soccer team is now first place in the SEC. Their RPI probably going to jump. RPI was up to 6 last week, and they are really good and they can score. And if you want to have a best, just go online and find Parker Goins' goal against Texas A&M, and it was from about 40 yards, a left-footed. I mean, I'm going to quote, from the Austin Powers movie, a laser. It was a laser.
That's
Did I do that all right?
No, you did. You did it. You got it. You got it right.
Laser.
I think people are becoming more aware, and obviously the crowd show they're more attuned to what's going on with the soccer team.
Hey, listen, and it just goes to show you that if you get the right coach in, and the coach that understands and you recruit, you do it all, you can win in any sport at Arkansas for sure.
Yep. And they pretty much have won and are winning in everything but
the cross-country team is number 1.
Yeah.
So. Women's cross-country.
Yeah. Hey, if you need help with pain management, stress, maintaining focus, or many other issues, you need CBD American Shaman products. Their CBD oil is derived from all-natural, high-quality industrial hemp. It's 100% organic, gluten-free, and non-GMO hemp and has no heavy metals or insecticides. And they use a standard that allows their oil to be the highest quality on the market and 9 times more bioavailable, making their products faster and more efficiently absorbed by the body. Find out more about these online at cbdamericансhaman.com. That's cbdamericансhaman.com, or see their locations in Fort Smith, Fayetteville, and in Rogers.
We're going to do the SEC update in the final segment because there's a lot of stuff that happened in the conference, not only with some of the games, but to just get into some of the big storylines that come from it as well. Because I'm telling you, this conference, I know it's good, and I know there's been some entertainment games and stuff, but I can't remember a time I've been more hyped for that Alabama-LSU game than this year. My hope is that Tua is
going to be 1
healthy.
versus 2, right?
Well,
if Tua stays healthy or gets healthy to get back for that game, it's going to be big.
Don't count Auburn out this week to cause LSU some problems either.
Which again may totally happen, but just LSU has looked like an unstoppable force at this point, especially offensively. And I just don't know if Auburn's offense is going to be good enough to score a ton of points against LSU. So I don't know. Hey, listen, this is the SEC West, baby. Anything
can happen. It'll be
a
fun game to watch what happens at the line of scrimmage this week.
Oh yeah. I mean, for those of you that don't want to watch Arkansas now, is that game the 2:30 game, right?
Yes, I'm sure it is.
Okay, yeah. So, because I guess we'll find out.
It's
also
the biggest game in the league.
Yeah, so it'll be about 2:30. So at least you'll be able to watch that one before Arkansas and Alabama at 6 o'clock as well. We'll get into the final segment here on the Morning Rush coming up next. Stay with us.
Monday Morning Quarterback presented by Crabtree RV in Elma. Exit 13 off I-40.
Now through October 28th, it's Burton Pools and Spa's warehouse sale. Save up to $2,700 or get 0% financing for 60 months on new hot spring spas. Plus, during the warehouse sale, save up to 50% off outdoor living furniture like rockers, chairs, loungers, and tables. Save up to $2,700 or get 0% financing for 60 months on hot spring spas at Burton Pools and Spas in Springdale and in Fort Smith. Burton Pools and Spas, your source for backyard fun.
Metal Mart offers high-quality prefabricated metal buildings, metal roofing, custom trim shops, carports, and more. They strive to be a company where contractors as well as do-it-yourselfers are welcome. Metal Mart assists you in calculating the materials needed to complete your project, all at a rate you can afford. They have locations in Fort Smith, Mayflower, Jonesboro, Pine Bluff, and Little Rock. Or you can find them online at metalmarts.com. Metal Mart, the right material for the right price.
We are celebrating 50 years at Razorback Camper Sales, and it's fall camping season. All remaining 2019 travel trailers, fifth wheels, and pop-ups are at rock-bottom closeout prices. Check out the 2019 26-foot Salem bunkhouse with outside kitchen, power awning, power jacks, slide-out, and fireplace. Only $23,952 or $246 a month. Thank you for 50 great years at Razorback Camper Sales, Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs, or online at razorbackcampersales.com.
The Morning Rush is brought to you by Supercuts, who supports local teams. Supercuts, we're super into the movement.
The new Michelin silicone plates last through everything.
On a world record-breaking drive from Alaska to South America in unpredictable conditions.
Thunderstorms, ice storms, they just don't quit.
Rainier Zeidlo chose Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades with advanced quad-tech 4-layer coated silicone that repels water, snow, and ice and lasts 2 times longer than other blades.
It's coming down in sheets.
Real world proven. Extreme weather wiping performance. Upgrade to Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades today. Only at Walmart.
Where can you get award-winning Memphis-style barbecue in Fort Smith? Whole Hog Cafe on Burrow Road across from Cisterna Plaza off 71 South. Feast on world champion barbecue with their famous potato salad and smoky sweet baked beans while watching sports on the big screen. Plan your business meeting in the banquet room that seats 40. If it's a morning meeting, the coffee is on them. And they cater any event, large or small, and provide servers if you want. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner and a convenient drive-thru for takeout orders. The new location on Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith is coming soon.
Do you hear that Coors Light being poured? It's the perfect temperature. How can I tell just based on the sound? I can't. But I can see that the mountain on the can is blue. And when the mountain is blue, your Coors Light is perfectly cold. Coors Light is cold lagered for a crisper taste, cold filtered for brightness and clarity, and cold packaged for peak refreshment. Doesn't that sound good? 2019 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Tired of all the broken promises and broken equipment at your current gym? The Fort Smith Athletic Club is the nicest and most well-equipped fitness and tennis club in the area with a state-of-the-art fitness center, Pilates, fitness classes, personal and group training, and the best tennis facilities in the region. 7 outdoor courts, 5 indoor courts, plus pickleball and racquetball courts, and free child care is included. The Fort Smith Athletic Club. Call 452-4031 for membership information.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
Made in the USA Furniture.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
Made in the USA Speed Queen Washer and Dryers.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
In-store, no credit check financing.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
0 down and 0 interest with approved credit.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
Family owned and no high-pressure sales staff.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
Find us on Facebook and Instagram. 405 Fort Street, Barling, Arkansas. Your Made in the USA headquarters.
Best seats in the house.
Is your home at least 10 years old and served by OG&E? OG&E is offering Arkansas customers a free weatherization program to increase your comfort and lower your bills. A trained crew will perform an energy audit at no cost to you, and if your home qualifies, our crews will install measures that will save you money. The services provided through this program are absolutely free to qualifying homes. If you could benefit from free home weatherization improvements, call OG&E at 1-800-272-9741. That's 1-800-272-9741.
You always get more at We always put the customer first at Orr Chevrolet in Fort Smith. Since 1924, the Orr family of dealerships has grown based on one simple principle. Give the customer more money for their trades and give them a lower price on their new vehicle. It's a simple concept, really, but one that very few dealers honor anymore. Hey, we know you paid a lot of money for your vehicle, and Orr Chevrolet wants to pay you the maximum amount for it today. Then we'll give you an awesome price on a new Chevrolet. But we're not done giving you more. Included with any new vehicle sold, Orr Chevy will also give you a lifetime powertrain warranty, 2 years of free maintenance, and free car washes for life. So come get a lower price and more money for your trade today at Orr Chevrolet on Auto Park Drive in Fort Smith and 24/7 at OrChevyFS.com. Chevy, find new roads.
You always get more at Orr.
ESPN 95.3.
Stand in the place where you live. Now things think about direction, wonder why you have it now. Stand
The morning show that's got that wood. This is The Morning Rush.
Final segment here on the Morning Rush on a Monday morning quarterback presented by Crabtree RV.
Yeah, they got the fall celebration going on right now. You can take advantage of RV show pricing on hundreds of new models, plus Deer Hunter specials start under $10,000, and wholesale to the public pricing on dozens of pre-owned RVs as well, and the most money for your trade-in. It's all right now at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true. Exit 13 off of I-40, next door to the Cracker Barrel.
I am sorry, but I just get I'm getting hammered by people about Houston Nutt coming back. And I want to know what world am I living in? Did I get in some alternative reality? Is things that bad where it's just people are begging for Nutt to come back?
You think about the last time Arkansas had consistent, stable success. Consistent might be a bit of a problem, but
a little bit of stretch.
Well, I mean, but the last time you had stability within the program was Houston Nutt. You had 4 years with Petrino, 1 year with John L. as a kind of an interim year, and a lot of ups and downs in the 5 years with Brett Bielema, who had no stability with his staff. Things have not been what I'd call just stable with Arkansas football since Nutt left.
No.
So I just like Houston Nutt, head coach, Bobby Petrino's offensive coordinator. I mean, Houston will probably be fine with that, right?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure Bobby would be fine with that, too, not being a head coach and letting somebody else call the shots. Sounds like a sitcom just ready to happen.
You think Bobby would
let Bobby call the plays?
You think Bobby would be okay with someone else being in charge?
No, I don't think that would be okay.
I thought that's what you said.
No, I'm saying I was being sarcastic. I was saying that
okay.
There's no way.
I wasn't picking up on your sarcasm there.
No, we all know how that would end. Jeez, there's no, and you could switch the roles and it still would not work out. Houston Nutt would not be Bobby's offensive coordinator. Just to get the whole gang back. Any other former coach that you could throw in there? Former assistant coach?
Keith Burns.
Yeah, get Keith Burns.
Reggie Herring.
The Murray State Mafia back together.
Reggie,
Mike Markison.
No, I want Willie Robinson.
Willie?
Willie?
Reggie
Okay.
Reggie said he was glad to see that fake punt. They got him off the hook for the worst fake punt in Arkansas history when he called the fake punt, then timeout, then came out and ran it to the other side with another fake punt.
The other side.
In the Cotton Bowl. Yeah, he's now off the hook for the worst fake punt call in Arkansas football history.
Can't believe that
he was
didn't
proud
work.
of that.
Yeah.
There's still, Reggie's my favorite quote after the slaughter out at Southern Cal, and he's sitting on the curb, and I'm interviewing him, and he goes, he said, at some point in my life, I'm going to be working on a garbage truck, and I'll be on the back holding on to the little handle, and on the side of the garbage can it says, "This guy gave up 77 to SC." I mean, what a great! I mean, wow. I was like, I couldn't write it fast enough. I didn't have a tape recorder. I was just like, this is an awesome quote. And he looked up to me and he says, "Do you need me to repeat that? I want to make sure you got it right." And he knew it was a great quote too.
Wow. Yeah. Well, fun fact, Reggie Herring is still the linebackers coach at the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
So, hey,
I bet he didn't call any more fake punts, though.
He's not on the garbage truck yet.
He's not on the garbage truck yet. He is still around, that is for sure. All right, let's jump into your SEC update here on the Morning Rush.
Somebody said we've got SEC bias. Deal with it. They're the best.
In the SEC, it just means
more.
I know one thing, the SEC just got a little tougher.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
All right, it is time for your SEC update presented by Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear.
Yeah, those cold days of winter are just around the corner. You need a Carhartt coat, Carhartt jacket, insulated bibs, and Carhartt vest, jeans, shirts. You got work to do, and it's outdoors. For all the working men and working women, this is your paradise at Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear. Everything Carhartt is there, from work boots to work accessories, and the full line of Carhartt you'll find at Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear. Plus, on the other side of the store at Ozark Sportsman Supply, firearms, gun safes, archery, fishing supplies, and the largest selection of accessories in Northwest Arkansas. And don't forget their gun range, 15 lanes of awesome target practice, all in a temperature-controlled indoor environment. Why go anywhere else? It's all at the Ozarks. Ozark Sportsman Supply and Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear. Highway 412, barely out of Springdale in Tawnytown.
Kind of a weird weekend for SEC football, but Alabama beat Tennessee 35-13. Not necessarily weird that they won by that margin, but what was kind of crazy is that Tua goes out with an ankle injury and had to have surgery to repair it. Now, they have not said the full-fledged timetable of when he will be back. They say they're hopeful for he's back against LSU, but we know for a fact he is going to be out against Arkansas this weekend.
Here's what we know. This is the same kind of injury he had last year in the SEC championship game, and he had the same procedures on the other ankle, the tightrope procedure.
Yep.
And I saw some retweets from some doctors that had put it out, and basically they go in and they're pulling together the two bones in your lower leg and pulling those ligaments in there so it's more stable. Now, all of that being said, what we do know is he's still admitted how many days was that later from the SEC championship to the college football playoff? He wasn't 100% then.
Mm-hmm.
So, Clay, I don't see any way this guy's going to be – he says he's like 80% then, so he was probably even stretching that. Now, he played well. He's like 24-27 in that game. Played very well. I don't know how he can even be 50-60% if the injury's as severe in just a couple of weeks. I know Arkansas got a break, though.
It sounds like a pipe dream to play against LSU.
Yeah, it does to me, too.
It's how do you throw on a bad ankle? And that's going to be critical. And the other part about it is you don't want to risk him being hurt further if he's doesn't have his mobility. So I think you'll see going forward the last part of the season. They're probably still going to get into postseason, I would guess, but having him for Auburn would be more legitimate to me.
Yeah. Well, even with Tua's injury going out, I think we talked about this early in the show. It's just unfortunate. Like, if you were Arkansas and you had a good team together, or at least a decent team, this might be your best shot to go against Bama, because not only are they missing their best quarterback, but their defense has been suspect a lot this year. Not to say Alabama's not good even without Tua. Not to say that. I'm just saying that those are the types of situations you got to find yourself in if you ever want to beat a team like Alabama.
Tells you what Vegas thinks when the line opened at 35 without Tua.
Yeah, they knew for a fact Tua was not going to play.
It was already known fact. Saban had already issued the statement. In fact, if you stayed up and watched the game, it was an 8 o'clock game, so it was really late when it got over. It's one of the, other than a couple of West Coast games, there was nothing else on. And, he was pretty honest about it. And, I mean, obviously this was a story they were covering. But then Sunday morning they issued a statement that he had underwent the procedure and all of these things. So Vegas knew it when they put the line out, and it was still 35.
Yeah, that's brutal. That is absolutely brutal. But in some other games, real quick, from the SEC, Vanderbilt ended up beating Missouri 21-14. Now explain something to me. So Missouri, they had that bad loss against Wyoming really to start the season.
First game of the year.
Yeah. So had a bad loss.
It was a road loss.
And then people were like, okay, that's just horrible. But then they got it going a little bit. They started getting things back on track, and I know Kelly Bryant was going through some injury stuff. But then you lose to Vanderbilt like that. Doesn't back, because Vanderbilt is an awful SEC team as well.
This was the first time Missouri, since the Wyoming game, had played away from home. And Vanderbilt, did you watch any of this game?
I just got to see the highlights.
I did, yep.
They just physically took it to them. And they kind of knocked Kelly Bryant around a little bit. I'm kind of with you, Clay. Kelly Bryant may not make it to the Arkansas game.
He takes an awful lot of shots.
He does.
And he does. He in the open field, he doesn't slide. He is going to take on guys, and he's got that macho deal that I think I can run over a guy because I'm 225, I'm 230. Yeah, you will run over some, but somebody's going to hit you and your shoulders are going to take a beating. He doesn't look the same. And he's had some hamstring problems too. So, I think that
he's wearing a knee brace.
Missouri's
too,
got some injuries
right.
on defense too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kelly Bryant was their leading rusher as well. So, taking 16 carries, which means he got hit 16 times. So, that's never something you want to see. But those are really the big games. Of course, A&M is one of those weird teams, too, that's hard to figure out as well.
Did y'all watch any of Kentucky, Georgia? That was a scoreless halftime. Now, it was raining and kind of a nasty environment. Georgia pulled away, obviously, to win that one late. But looked like Georgia was on the ropes a little bit again for a while, and that Kentucky, without with Bowden again at quarterback, was kind of rolling again in the first half. Didn't get to the end zone, but they had Georgia in a scoreless tie at halftime.
Well, Bowden.
Yeah, Kentucky's pretty good on defense.
Yeah.
That's the obvious thing.
Yeah, well, Bowden went 2 of 15 passing, 17 yards.
Well, he's not a passer.
Yeah, but only rushed for 99 yards on 17 carries. But yeah, so that's. I guess he is human after all when he goes up against a really good defense in that regard. So, yeah, that was a good game, too. Florida barely beat South Carolina 38-27 in that game as well. And LSU beat Mississippi State 36-13. So, pretty much other than the Missouri-Vanderbilt game, that's pretty much status quo. I still can't figure out A&M, though. I know they beat Ole Miss 24-17, but, yeah, they just they just kind of look like a team that I felt like would be better this year than what they were last year, or at least the same, and they're just not showing it.
They don't have a running game, and it puts a lot of pressure on. Mon's their best running threat.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Who was I don't remember who the color commentator was, but I was watching that game, and the quote of the night was at A&M talking about Jimbo. You're paying for steak, but you're getting a hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a pretty good line. Because, paying $7.5 million a year, you're expecting more than what they're turning in right now.
That's absolutely true. Let's go to the Cherokee Casino Hotline. I got a couple callers here at the last minute. Robert's in Fort Smith. What's going on, Robert?
Hey, guys. Real quick, I watched Baylor this weekend, and I'm going to get to it real quick, but Baylor, several years ago, only won 2 games. They had a sex scandal. They won 6 games after that. Now they're 7-0. I know they're in the Big 12, but if they can get it done at Baylor, we ought to be able to get it done. And I'm not saying 7-0, but I only think this to win 5 games. We can't even win 5 games, and in the non-con, and their non-conferences are horrible too. And it just blows my mind that these programs are getting it done and we can't. I'm just, please, let's not just go back to the conference, because he's not even with the conference. So I'm just with the sex team, Baylor.
Yeah, well, appreciate the phone call, Robert, and I get you.
I watched a lot of that game too.
There's a lot of times where if you see teams that are that you feel like you should be a better program than, or went through worse situations than what you went through, that are taking those next strides a little quicker than what you are, it gets frustrating. I get it, and Baylor's one of those examples. I think did they go 0-12? I believe the year after, if I'm not mistaken. So Matt Rule's got them going, but. It's got to be frustrating. I get it for Razorback fans. Real quick, Clay, I know you wanted to give a shout-out to the women's cross-country team for Arkansas and their performance up at Nuttycombe. Is that right?
Yeah, Lance Harder, they went up there. They're ranked number 1, and they went against a nationally strong field and dominated. And, it sets up good for them the next month. The SEC's coming up, and I think they'll do well all the way through nationals. They're a threat to win a national championship in cross-country. Really strong team.
Well, hey, they're track capital of the world for a reason at the University of Arkansas. By the way, real quick, we got a final text. Chad in Paris said, Tommy, if A&M's paying for steak and getting hamburger, we're paying for hamburger and getting a bologna sandwich. Is what he compared it to. So a great one there as well. Well, appreciate everybody listening into the Morning Rush. Clay, have a great week, man. We'll be catching up with you on Friday. For Tommy Kraft and Clay Henry and Maddie T, I am John Neighbors. Same sports show, same sports channel. Tomorrow morning, have a great day, everybody. We will see you then.